Senator Hirono.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Congratulations to all of you, and welcome to your families and friends. I ask the following two initial questions of all nominees who come before any of the committees on which I sit. I'm sure you are aware already. So we'll just start with Judge Austin and go down the line. Since you became a legal adult, have you ever made unwanted requests for sexual favors or committed any verbal or physical harassment or assault of a sexual nature?
No, Senator.
No, Senator.
No, Senator.
No, Senator.
No, Senator.
No, Senator.
Have you ever faced discipline or entered into a settlement related to this kind of conduct?
No, Senator.
No, Senator.
No, Senator.
No, Senator.
No, Senator.
No, Senator.
For Judge Sneed, you have spoken a number of times on the importance of diversity on the bench, and you've stated diversity in the judiciary can help eliminate disparities that exist in sentencing and in the disposition of cases generally. Can you tell us why diverse representation on the bench is necessary for a fair judicial system?
Diversity is really an important foundation to help promote fairness and equity, as well as the administration of justice. It also just gives individuals that come before the court confidence in the court. When the court is representative, and it looks like the people that come before the court, that increases confidence in the judiciary and the judicial process.
Well, clearly, I am a person who understands how important representation is, and the expectation that I have for each of you is that regardless of your background, et cetera, well, of course you bring your life experiences to the bench, but that you will address the cases before you fairly and objectively. For Judge Damien, in the early 2000s, you volunteered to help children in foster care, which led to your co-founding a program called Educate Tomorrow. I understand that this program has helped place more than 1,000 foster care youth and education programs, including college and vocational programs. Can you tell us more about the philosophy behind Educate Tomorrow and how it works?
Sure, and thank you for recognizing the organization, Senator Hirono. Educate Tomorrow really started because my sister-in-law, who is here, was the guardian ad litem for some children who had been removed from their mother, and she was trying to assist the family in helping these kids with educational opportunities, and she got a few of her friends involved, including me. We learned as we studied the predicament of those kids, the staggering number of people who are in the foster care system when they age out of foster care and there is no support for them. They end up in homelessness and, unfortunately in the criminal justice system. We were really just in a negative way impressed by those dramatic numbers. And we started working to assist kids who are in the foster care program to find opportunities when they aged out of the foster care program, specifically focusing on education. And, just to jump through a very long story, at the end of the day, we found that the state of Florida has a scholarship fund set up for kids who are in the foster care system to go to college at a state school, completely funded by the state of Florida scholarship. And that is why we have such great numbers of kids who have now gone on to college with a full ride.
Do you know if there are any other jurisdictions that have created this kind of program? Because I agree with you that when foster kids age out, there's very little continuity of support.
So the program has been working with people in other states to kind of broaden. Mm-hmm. The nice thing is, because we've had so many graduates, those kids then, they're kids, they turn into adults, right? They go on wherever they are and they try and create the same sort of program. Specifically, I know that we're working in Colorado to set up a similar program. And yes, they've spoken to representatives in many other states to try and encourage them to do the same thing.
Thank you very much for your commitment. I was intrigued, I am running out of time, Mr. Leberworth, about your PhD dissertation on how judges should behave sincerely, not strategically. Can you explain very briefly in 4 seconds what you meant by that?
I mean, yeah, it's actually a welcome invitation to be very short, because otherwise it could be a cure for insomnia, Senator. So it was an opportunity to study how appellate courts behave in England and in the United States. Very briefly, there was a big change in 1801. Up until 1801 in the United States, when an appellate court issued an opinion, it issued the opinion seriatim. It's still done that way in the House of Lords. In 1801, Chief Justice Marshall changed it to the opinion of the court, and therefore institutional rules developed as a result of that. And at that point, I think I'm too long. Thank you, Senator.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Senator Hirono.